World's second largest international organization next to the United Nations, has endorsed South Africa's suit with the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, against Israel for the acts of genocide.
Hi lovelies, and welcome back to another TikTok video. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana and here is Ballistic Gist. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share these videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. So guys, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I find it super interesting. Where South African government has actually sued, Israel government for committing, genocide. And this actually got a lot of people, talking, and this actually got internet talking as well. And you know what? The Israel government actually responded. But in this video, I'm just gonna, person the clip I was able to put together from the the saga that is happening between Israel and South Africa right now, between the suit that's been going on. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and don't forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment or whatsoever. We are just here for educational purposes, guys. Why not just leave me your own thought in the comment section, subscribe, like this video, share, and let's get into it.
South Africa's filed this 84-page lawsuit against Israel, accusing them of genocide. Israel says that this is blood libel. Does Washington agree? And where does this put Washington and Pretoria?
We find this submission meritless, counterproductive, and completely without any basis in fact whatsoever.
Let me tell you guys about what South Africa just did. The president of South Africa called out Israel's genocide. He cut diplomatic ties with Israel. He expelled their ambassador. He classified Gaza as a concentration camp. And he requested that the International Criminal Court arrest Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel. You know that you're in the wrong when the country that suffered through apartheid calls your country an apartheid, says you are committing genocide. What other sign do people need to understand that what Israel doing is a genocide and apartheid is a human rights abuses? There is not a clearer indication to somebody than looking at what South Africa's reactions to Israel is. About a month ago now, I made a video similar to this, but it was just me comparing South Africa's apartheid to Israel's apartheid. And a lot of people were like, what do you mean? People in South Africa don't think Israel has an apartheid. And these were people speaking for South Africans. They weren't South Africans themselves. And if they see this video, I want to ask them, what do you think now? That's all for this video. Free Palestine. Over 900 popular movements, organizations, political parties, and unions from all over the world have signed a letter in support of South Africa's case against Israel over the genocide of the Palestinians. And this includes a Knesset member. A Knesset member. That's the Israeli equivalent of Congress. And the Knesset is in uproar because this guy signed on this letter. And in response, he said his duty is to Israeli society, not the people in government, calling for ethnic cleansing and genocide. Look at all of these organizations from all over the world. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's over 900 now. 950. This is a beautiful thing to see. I'll keep you guys updated on this story. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you repost and copy the link. If you want to support me, feel free to buy one of my series right here. I'm saving up for college. Free Palestine.
I think this notion of international rules is very comfortable for some people to use when it suits them, but they don't believe in international rules when it doesn't suit them, because they don't apply international rules or law equally in all circumstances. So you can't say because Ukraine has been invaded that suddenly sovereignty is important, but it was never important for Palestine. It's very peculiar. If you believe in international law truly, then wherever sovereignty is infringed, it must
I'm a lawyer. I just read South Africa's genocide claim that they submitted to the International Court of Justice. Here's what you need to know about it. I know that researching this issue can be really hard to do on your own. You're fighting through so much media bias. It's hard to know where to start. This has been going on for years and you're hearing a bunch of words you've never heard before. That's where South Africa comes in. They have provided us with probably the most valuable resource we have right now. This document is just a summary of everything you need to know, every single fact you need to know about Israel and Palestine right here. Don't let it scare you because it's a legal document. Here, I'll show you. This is it. Skip all the legal stuff. You don't need it. Go right to page 9. This is just a summary of the facts. This is the introduction, and then if you want, you can read a bit about the background. Look, there's even a map to help explain it. But if you don't need that, go right to page 30. It just has a summary of the case of genocide. So for example, if you want to read about the deprivation of access to adequate food and water to Palestinians in Gaza, you flip to page 40, and look, here's a quote from the World Food Program. If I want to know where that quote came from, I go right to this citation, 271, and I can click on the link. Don't be scared of reading this document. It looks long, but it's separated into little paragraphs and they're digestible and easy to understand. They're in plain language on purpose. You can start here, and then if you have more questions about something or you want to know the source material, you can click on all the links. They're right in the document. All of us who are learning about this and advocating about this should read this document, use it, send it to your friends, cite the facts from this document. Thank you, South Africa.
Hey guys, so in case you missed it, the world's second largest international organization next to the United Nations has endorsed South Africa's suit with the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, against Israel for the acts of genocide. This is huge. So in case you've never heard of the OIC, or the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, they held a meeting on October 18th in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia to discuss what was going on in Gaza. It was a big meeting. But they are made up of 57 member states across 4 different continents and are very powerful. So in their statement, they went ahead and said the OIC has affirmed that the indiscriminate targeting by Israel, the occupying power of the civilian population, and the thousands of Palestinians, mostly women and children, killed, injured, forcibly displaced, and denied basic necessities and humanitarian assistance, and the destruction of houses, health, educational, and religious institutions in their totality constitute mass genocide. So they ended their statement by stating the OIC has called upon the ICJ to respond expeditiously and take urgent measures to stop the mass genocide being perpetrated by these Israel Defense Forces in the occupied Palestinian territories. This is pretty incredible. Okay, so to wrap up, this is pretty significant. We have both the Republic of South Africa and the OIC together urging immediate action by the ICJ to halt this genocide in Israel. The meetings are taking place January 11th and 12th. I am going to go live, so let's watch it together and, really hope for the best. Free Palestine.
Diplomatic. South Africa voted today in Parliament to cut diplomatic ties with Israel and to close the Israeli embassy in South Africa. Now, the Israeli ambassador was already recalled to Israel some weeks ago, so they already knew that something like this was coming. They're already aware of it. But regardless, guys, this is a major, major situation. This is a big deal. Really bold move, really audacious move by South Africa. And I think it's ironic that this is the first country I can think of that has taken this sort of stand during this whole war in Gaza situation. It's ironic that it's a black African country because you and I are very well aware of the anti-black racism that exists in the Middle East and in North Africa and in the Arab world. So it's ironic that a black African country does this. But what do you think of South Africa's stand, and what do you think other African countries should do? Follow, like, comment.
Like, seriously, lovelies, why is it that this shoe is actually coming from an African country? What happened to other countries? Like, why is it that this is actually coming from an African country? Like, I never ever expected that South Africa can actually go to this extent. Do you know that they actually even, closed down or shut down the Israel embassy? They went as far as shutting down the Israel embassy. They cut ties with so many things that has to do with Israel. They have to come out. They came out clean and show their solidarity and show their support to Palestine. I even saw some videos like the support. They were flying the the flags and all of that, and I keep on asking myself, like, why is it that all of this is coming from South Africa? What happened to other, other countries? What happened to other, what I mean, because Palestine is not even as like, Palestine with there are some, many of these black people living in Palestine, and some of them even shared how racist some of these people towards them were, that made even Umar to say that black people should actually face what's happening to them. We are trying to like free Palestinians and all of that, that we already have a lot of things bothering us because of the way some of these Palestinian people actually treat some black people that lives in that area. But because this is just something that's shocked me. But despite all of this, African people are still fighting for them. They are still out. They came out playing to show their support, their full support, and this actually made Israel, the Israel officials to be very, very scared and all of that. And I keep on also asking myself, why are they scared? If they believe that they are not committing any form of genocide, if they are on the right, they shouldn't be scared or whatsoever. They should just come up plain and tell that we are doing this for a good cause. The thing that baffles me is that you people claim that you are doing this to chase away or to get rid of all these, terrorists and all of that. But you have not actually caught one or two, three, to come out and tell us that, okay, we have caught these people, but we only hear about innocent people, how they've been humiliated, how they've lost their properties, how they've lost their, they've been unalived and all of that. You guys have not actually come out to tell us that we are able to, arrest, this terrorist group of people, and we have arrested a number of these, but we just keep on hearing the number of civilians that have been unalived. Like, who is now fully who? I saw a message, like I saw a video on my YouTube where this guy was talking about why are they bombing churches, bombing all of this, and which they like, okay, we are doing all of that because of this group of people. You are doing this houses, like trying to like seriously, this is something that I don't even understand anymore. This has gone beyond fighting the terrorist people that you felt came for you guys first. You are now channeling your energy to people that are harmless, people that can't even challenge you, people that, like, I keep on just seeing these videos, like the way they don't even have water to drink. But when you watch people from Israel, they see the way they go out at night, party at night, do whatever they want at night. But in terms of Palestinian people, they are just living in fear for like, okay, maybe tomorrow I might not even be here anymore. And you call this that you're fighting for a good cause. When asked, they will say that they are using those the aged people as a life shield. Like, seriously, lovelies. When I saw this on my new page, I was like, wow, who is actually suing who? And I was shocked that it is actually South Africa. Like, seriously? How is it even possible? How is it possible? And I believe that the Israel people have responded. And I saw a video where they were like, that they are the real goats and all of that. Like, this is something that someone that has human sympathy can do. Forget about all these, okay, we're fighting, but let us look at those kids, at those underaged that have been suffering, that will grow up tomorrow. They don't have parents to even watch them. Nobody's there for them, and you guys are not even concerned. Like, seriously, lovelies. Like, really, really seriously, this is not nice at all. Like, I must actually commend South Africa. I know that they are going to come for them. They're going to come for South Africa, try to drag them, try to put them in the mood. Oh my goodness. Like, but this is just something that they are suing for for committing genocide. So if they felt that they are not committing genocide, they have the right to come out clean and tell the world what is actually happening in Gaza. They should come out to tell the world because we do not even understand what is going on. It is all about trying to get rid of terrorists, but now it's something else. You guys are not getting rid of the civilians, people without no weapons. Like, are you serious right now? Guys, why not just leave me your own in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that this channel does not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We are just here for educational purposes, guys. Please do your girl a huge favor to share this video, subscribe if you've not done already, like, leave a thought in the comment section, and I will see you lovelies when I upload my next video.